So in 2024, I think it's still a great idea for someone to decide to become a software engineer in 2024, right? Even with all the layoff that's going on right now, people are losing their jobs left and right. As software engineers, at my employer, we actually laid off more than half of software engineers that worked for us at some point. A lot of these people were remote workers and junior developers, right? So lost their jobs. And again, hearing all these layoffs and termination, is it a good idea to still consider becoming a software engineer in this day and age? And my honest answer is yes, it is still a good idea to consider becoming a software engineer. And I'll explain to you why it's still a good idea in a few seconds. Real quick, let me finally introduce myself. My name is Ario the Juiced from Juicy Tech YouTube channel. Juicy Tech, I like it. Subscribe, comment, like, and share. Hit the bell notification if you enjoy the content that I upload here. If you enjoy the content, do those things. If not, please don't waste your time. I just want people here who enjoy the content, and that's it. Last announcement, special thank you and big shout outs to our good friends and supporters at coursecareers.com, which is an online training program that I took a few months ago, literally, and landed multiple jobs in IT. Some of these jobs in tech, right, are paying between $50,000 to six figures plus. So these jobs consist of engineering, support, sales, management in tech. If interested, just let you know this is there is a affiliate link available, which means I do receive commission if you decide to purchase the course. You don't have to purchase anything, obviously, but if you're interested, more information about Course Careers down below in the box of this video, and let's keep talking. So, again, I said yes, it's a good idea to become a software engineer. It's still a good career choice. It just is. I've worked alongside with different software engineers and different employers, and it's a good paying job, man. You know, it is a good paying job. That's really the top reason, right? And the thing is, the fact is that software engineer to me is basically creating. It's also fixing things, obviously, but you're creating stuff. So it's almost like art to me. It really is. You're building something. So that's awesome. So it's a good idea to become a software engineer. You know, great career. And it still needs humans. Even with all the AI talk that's going on, artificial intelligence may replace the human being. Most likely, yes. But we still need human engineers. That's never going away. Now, keep saying that every video if I have to. Because some people think it's just going to become extinct. You're just not a smart person. You're just not to me. Because it sounds silly saying that. Anywho, it's a yes, right? Here's some problems, though. And maybe it's not a problem for you, but more of a challenge, I'll say. With all the layoffs that's going on right now, the sad truth is that there's more competition now. What am I talking about? There's more competition in terms of people are looking to also become software engineers. There's people looking for jobs right now as a developer because they just been laid off. We just laid off some at my employer right now. Now they're looking for work. You know what I mean? So you're competing with them. You are competing with everybody. That should not scare you. And that's not the plan here. That's not the intent. It's just to keep you aware that you have to put in a little bit more work because there's more competition. And the reason why I think it's a good idea to say this to you, because now you're aware that you have to put in a little bit more work in terms of your LinkedIn. Your project portfolio has to be top dog. And network your butt off. Network your butt off. That means in person, online, just talk to people. People have to like you too. I mean, it's just it's just true. And you may need a coach. You may need a coach to help you articulate yourself during an interview, different rounds, because the competition is just growing. Employers right now are the ones in control. They're the ones who are in control in terms of hiring people, right? They don't need you because there's so many people there's so much people looking for work right now as an engineer that they don't really need you. I mean, and here's the crazy part. Because of the mass layoffs from FANG, Facebook, you know what I mean, Amazon, Apple, the people who were laid off in these big tech companies were senior engineers too. We just laid off a bunch of junior engineers. Okay, I had to terminate all their accounts. Microsoft, their pay. I had to cancel everything. Right? It's not funny, obviously, but I'm just trying to paint this picture that you are going up against some very talented people who work as engineers. Again, these were senior engineers who worked in FANG or at FANG. You're going against them. That means your skills have to be on top. That's, to me, the challenging part. It's going to be harder to get in. You can still get in, obviously. You can still get in. It's just, it now requires more work. This is not 2020 where the employees or the job seeker was top dog because the jobs needed more help. And people were asking for more money and people much rather work from home and that whole thing, right? It's more competition. And you're not just competing with one country, the US. You are competing with the entire world. You are competing with a bunch. Again, I'm not trying to make you feel this is not a good idea. It's a great idea because you may be one of the people that can land a job because of your skill level or maybe the way you network. Maybe you have a great coach that's going to help you get that job. Because my thing is this. There's a lot of people who are great in coding or building things, right? Their hard skills are just top dog. It's just the way they have to, they have a hard time articulating what they're trying to say during the interview. That's the hard part for some people. I don't know how to put it into words to sell myself to this employer. That's what you're doing. You're selling yourself, literally. Everything speaks for you. Your resume, your LinkedIn, your projects, GitHub, it all speaks for you, but they still want to hear from you directly. And on top of that, you may have to do just more than just coding. Yo, I worked at places where I've seen engineers are taking phone calls. They were taking phone calls like they worked in customer service. You may have to learn how to speak to people and like just kind of gain people skills. Now, your soft skills may have to come in handy. How do people like you? Do people enjoy working with you? Do they enjoy your presence? This is a big deal. This can be the reason why some people get their jobs or lose their jobs because people just don't like working with you for whatever reason. It's just like high school. I can say this because I'm in the field. Like, I have a job. I've had numerous jobs. And that's exactly what I've been experiencing all my life. It's almost like high school. People have to like you. Especially in my line of work as IT, I have to work with people. I have to go and see someone in person, or maybe they work remote. The point is, they may need my assistance in person. So now we have to have a conversation. I can't be awkward. I have to ask questions. I have to articulate myself so they can understand something. I have to explain what a VPN to someone who's never heard of a VPN a day in their life. I have to explain what is a firewall to someone that has no idea what a firewall is. They probably never heard of one. I have to show people how to basically log in or sign in into their Microsoft account. I have to show people how to connect to a VPN remotely. I have to explain this stuff to people. My point is, you need to have people skills too. That's what I'm saying. As a software engineer. I mean, in this day and age, like, what else can you do besides coding? Like, what else are you good at? Because in reality, this idea that you're just going to get a job and just work from home coding, it is possible. But as an entry level person, it's almost it's almost impossible. It's all hands on deck. They may need your assistance at your job for something, right? And because you're available, they just need your help. And don't say no, because they'll just get somebody else. And because you're not really reliable, right? All you do is coding. That's not enough for some jobs anymore. It's just not. What else are you good at? I keep saying this. I'm not here to make you feel like this is a bad idea. I'm just giving like just more of the reality of what's going on today. And the top conversation or discussion should be, there's a lot of competition. Yeah, there's a whole lot of people looking for work right now. Engineers. A lot need jobs. And what's even sad is there's people who are from other countries working here on an H-1 visa. I hope I said it right. An H-1 visa, and they just been laid off. That means that means they have to return back to their country because they're here to work. That job is what's keeping them here in this country, the U.S. And because they've been laid off, they got to go back home. Sad. I mean, they're desperate to find work so they may remain in the country. You're competing with someone like that. You are competing with everybody. Everybody. And when you get in, you may be expected to do just more than just coding. And that's just the truth. The employers they are the one raising the bar. They are the one who are in control. It's just more competition. That's really what it is. That should not make you feel that this is a bad idea. Absolutely not. It just requires you to put in some more work. Really put in more work to sell yourself on why you are a good option for this job opening as a software engineer. I hope I'm making sense. If I'm not, I do apologize. But the takeaway to this video is basically there's more competition than ever before as a software engineer. Let me get up out of here. Much love to you. Have an awesome day. Hope this makes sense. If it doesn't, I do apologize. Again, thanks for watching. Peace out. I'm out of here.